Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is your main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, wrestling's Man of Steel, Chris Steeler. And his opponent,
Yeah! 210 pounds. He is the premier athlete, Anthony.
Let me show you what a real professional wrestler looks like. This is a real professional wrestler. Get him out of my way. Face.
I will.
Why don't you say it in my face, huh?
Suck.
Why don't you say it in my face?
You suck.
Yeah, why don't you show me your scar rep?
I will.
Crap. Does anybody agree with this?
Yeah! You just asked a stupid question,
I don't think so.
Yeah?
I don't think so.
You're stupid!
Oh, by the way. 2,
ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event for Under the Lights 3. It's the premier athlete, Tony Nese, versus the Man of Steel,
and former Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion, Chris Steeler.
The longest reigning Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion in the history of this company. And this is a match, not only I'm sure you and I, but the entire Warrior Wrestling fan base here has been looking forward to all night.
Absolutely, and you have to think, if you're someone like Chris Steeler, only 2 months removed from one of the most emotionally and physically draining matches of your career, he did not tap out. However, he still did lose his Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight championship when he passed out in the joint crippler crossface and heel hook submission hold.
And then he would go on to compete in the Ultimate Survival.
Entering at number 1, no less, Paladino.
All the way until the number 30 entrant came out. Unfortunately, was eliminated before Carl could enter the ring. Still came so close. Him and Chachi, shades of last year, but he could not do it.
But it's funny you say could not do it. Acquiring Minds wanted to know, did Chris Steeler eliminate Chachi? I, for one, didn't see it myself. I may have gone back and seen some footage of it.
That's the issue that can be debated because Chachi was thrown out, but unfortunately, the referees did not see it. And what they don't see, they can't call, right?
Absolutely not. But tonight, it's one-on-one. The leading founder of the Premier Athlete brand, Tony Nese, formerly known as Maverick. His former tag team partner was a guy named Plasma. You might know him better as Trent Beretta, coming up in the New York Wrestling Connection system. And Tony Nese is well-traveled, a former TNA X Division star. He's held every title there is to hold in the New York Wrestling Connection. Currently competes for Dragon Gate USA and Evolve. The man has traveled around the globe and has even sparred different continents. But tonight he's here, truly under the lights in the Staten Island Boys football field.
Under the Lights 3, here we go, live and in living color. And we have yet to see any action here. I mean, I was expecting these guys to get it off right off the bat, but Tony Nese showing a little bit of an attitude here as he's coming in. Looks like
showing an attitude, some might call that showing off his brain, Palomino. Why do you want to come and get into a wrestling match with a guy like Chris Steeler? Why don't you weed him out? Maybe he did his homework. Only he's done his homework and realizes that the man's had an emotional 2 months and he's on that downward slope. When was the last time you've seen Chris Steeler lose 2 matches in a row?
that's a good,
Let alone 1 match, 2 in a row, Paladino.
that's an excellent point, and it looks like Nese is trying to bring in a chair into the picture here, and thanks, Steeler has no bones about it. He'll whatever he wants. But unfortunately, them's the breaks because the rules are this: no chairs, no weapons allowed. You know this.
This is going to be a pure wrestling contest, and part of the reason why I'm so excited, much like myself, the pure wrestling prospect that I am.
As you've shown in the
I heard crickets. Anyway, Tony Nese, reluctant to get into the ring. Night of surprises so far. The EYFBO, your new Warriors of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the God of War Talon, your new Warriors of Wrestling No Limits Champion.
I never agreed with him being a part of the Order of Chaos or the Disciples of Priest, but I always said it, pound for pound, one of the best athletes here in Warriors of Wrestling, and he showed that tonight, winning the No Limits Championship.
Absolutely. But here tonight, something's got to give between Tony Nese and Chris Steeler.
That's right. And here we go. Now, finally, getting into the beginnings of this matchup here. He starts it off with a side headlock. Steeler's going to try to whip him off here. Oh, nice shoulder tackle.
Oh, my goodness. Right about now, it's Tony Nese's house. I apologize,
Wait a
Chris
minute,
Steeler.
drop down there from Steeler. Possible, yep, leapfrog. Another drop down. Hey.
Oh, beautiful drop kick echoing throughout this. Throughout the 50-yard line here.
He's right on the money. And he's going to want to walk out again. Oh, wait a minute.
He's going to fly. Superman.
Look at the quickness of Tony Nese.
Tony Nese now up to the outside. Cartwheel to the floor. Oh, I turn around and would be doing jumping jacks whether you're the premier athlete or not. Catches him onto the apron.
Lap tack onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Nese's
Now he's calling for it again.
What are we going to be seeing?
Superman's gonna fly. Suicide dive.
Hey, when Steeler does that, he calls that the Superman dive. As he flies
Really?
the rope. Yeah, no, here we go.
News to me.
Steeler going there with the audiences are going nuts for the former Warriors of Wrestling champion.
And it's funny, you take a look at someone like Chris Steeler and just, it's got to be hurting him, and I think it's a pride thing. He held the Warriors of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship for 18 plus months.
Took it to the best,
man,
longer than anybody would ever hold it here.
Absolutely, and just went to the limit and back and still came out empty-handed. I believe a win tonight against Tony Nese would not just be a feather in his cap, but an entire new cap, if you will, something to build off of. Next month, it's already been announced, we'll meet Ethan Carter III. What a match that's going to be. I can't believe we got to get through this. Tony Nese, a very suitable competition.
And that's a very good point, because look at how Steeler has done in the past with former TNA talents, guys like Kristen York and
Christopher Daniels.
And Stevie Richards as well.
Absolutely.
So we know that he can get it done with some of the best, and Tony Nese, Ethan Carter III,
laying him in there
as he tries to make his way back to the championship picture that we know he's so.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to Staten Island, Tony Nese, and let me tell you something about how hard Chris Steeler hits. I entered the Ultimate Survival last month at number 19. I lasted 5 seconds when I was introduced to the super kick of Chris Steeler. My jaw has still not been aligned properly since. I can only imagine what Tony Nese is feeling when it comes to that man's elbows, those vicious elbows being led into the corner.
Hey, Nese was able to recover quickly, and now he's taking it to Chris Steeler, and he's got him right where he wants him. And you got to believe this is what Tony Nese wanted the entire time.
Referee Chris Levitt administers the count.
And I was talking to some of the fans here, and they were telling me how excited they were for this match.
You love talking to fans.
Well, you gotta do your job, see what's going on.
I did my job. I didn't high five any of these fans. Looking for perhaps a stun gun like maneuver now. Tony Nese. There it is. Introduced to the ropes was Chris Steeler. And Tony Nese is biding his time.
Showing off that tremendous physique. But hey, showing it off, that's not it's what you do with it that gets the job done.
And Tony Nese, one to use the 450 splash.
That's right, yeah.
Amongst a huge arsenal of moves. On a night where we saw Joey B and Abdul Nasir, surprise, surprise, could not coexist as a team here tonight. On a night where it looks like Vic Voorhees was sent packing.
You know, and I got a wonder too in that tag match earlier night against Team Torment. How, you gotta imagine, Chris Steeler probably would have wanted to be in that match more than anybody else. He would have loved to have another shot, not only a shot at the titles, but a shot at Team Torment. And he wouldn't care about getting the tips of Joey B, this or that. His main concern was walking out as the champion. Unfortunately, though, Steeler still looking to fight back to the championship picture, but he's doing a fine job of fighting back against Tony Nese. And nice.
A ring general, like the man formerly known as Maverick. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful line.
A take on the old Chris Jetty moonsault only gets 2. Springboarding not once, but twice. Adding just a little bit more impact to that moonsault. Shot to the face of Chris Steeler. Spitting in the face of Tony Nese. Then something's got to give between these two tremendous athletes here tonight at Warriors of Wrestling.
What's with these Warriors of Wrestlers here spitting? You got Team Torment spitting.
Sometimes you have to clear your throat. Didn't you hear the Blue Meanies music earlier? And she let us clear our throats. That's what we do. You don't understand, Palomino. Tony Nese. Telling us something we already know, that he is in fact the premier athlete in this contest. But Chris Steeler refuses to play second fiddle to anyone. As evidence, this man has gone toe-to-toe with Dan Moff. Any human man, much like myself, should be terrified of Dan.
As a matter of fact, one of the very few, I can count them on one hand, the people that kicked out Dan Moff's Burning Hammer, and Chris Steeler was one of them.
Or lived to tell about it, for that matter.
That's right. And now he's got this, Tony Nese has this cravat hold.
Absolutely.
And, part of Nese is much like this younger generation of wrestlers that we've seen guys come up, like Homicide and stuff as we were talking about. They take on a lot of different styles, European style, Japanese style, the lucha style, and Nese mix a lot of those, as you'll see, a lot of technical stuff from Nese, but they'll also take it to the road.
And Tony Nese as well has also done a tour of Dragon Gate in Japan. The man is very well traveled. And that's the thing, Chris Steeler, still young in his career. He's traveled much ground, but right now, torrential knees to the face. With no sign of them stopping, he's putting them away. That hold still locked on.
Shades of famous European wrestler Johnny Smith.
Perhaps. Johnny Smith reference. Proud of you. Well done. But Tony Nese just, you have to think, perhaps this is the end of Chris Steeler. I'm not one to second guess him. He's proved us all wrong over the past year that I've been here, but my goodness, 2 losses in a row, and the competition does not get easier in Warriors of Wrestling. It only gets harder month in and month out, and Tony Nese.
And with a guy like, here's another thing, we were talking about all these coincidences here running around Warriors Wrestling. It was originally supposed to be Jason Karloff against Chris Steeler for the Warriors Wrestling heavyweight title until Karloff got injured. Now you gotta wonder, is Steeler, now he's got...
Oh, a thunderous slap to the face.
He's got to have his eyes set on Karloff. That's a match that's been years almost now, almost 2 years in the making.
Say Chris Steeler, and I think the match is Moses who has that title belt. Again, Steeler will meet Ethan Carter III next month at Red, White, and Blues 2014. I can say now that I have been informed during our intermission, I can reveal it now, that Rude Boy Riley, who we saw still has not had enough of Mike Verna, will meet next month. Stipulation to be decided, but that one is going to end, and it's going to end badly next month.
From what I understand, the stipulation for that match might line the hands of the fans.
I don't know what that means, but tune into warriorsofwrestling.com to find out any news.
Or follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook. We're all over the place. As
I learned last month, do not go near the sound of the stomping foot, Mr. Nese.
Here he comes, Super. No.
Why did I do that?
Nice.
Talon was standing right next to me. He could have helped me. He didn't. That's sit-out powerbomb.
And if you want to relive any of Chris Steeler's momentous title defenses, his title win as well, is available on W.O.W TV Live on YouTube. You can also check out for the Warrior Wire, the Warriors Wrestling video page on YouTube.
Absolutely. This could be looking for that last sun finishing maneuver.
That's right.
That reverse impaler.
Looks like Nese.
No dice. Tony Nese. Driving elbow to the back. It's going to be a brain buster of his own.
No. Nice counter. Sends him off to the ropes. Wait, look at this. Wow.
Pump handle. What is this?
Into.
Oh, my goodness.
Powerbomb like run over.
Kicks out at 2. What a fantastic move by Tony Nese.
Well, that'll put some extra here.
Double pump handle powerbomb, if you will.
Yeah.
As it were. And this crowd is on their feet.
And that's what Tony Nese is all about, setting up maneuvers where you least expect them, as he was able to reverse, keep a hold of the arms to hook up that pump handle powerbomb, but now looking for a German suplex perhaps?
Oh, smart Steeler now. Coming back. And here it comes, he's pumping it up. Tony Nese catches it, swings him around.
Here we go.
Could be looking for that big German suplex. Steeler holds on in a reversal. A German suplex of his own. Tony Nese, the premier athlete. Double stop. Lands on his feet. You can ring the bell. Oh my goodness. The premier athlete still has work to do. And here we go. Pack of abs. This could be that 450 splash we alluded to earlier.
Right. As he takes it up here to the top rope, could we see
Steeler now reeling, however.
Oh, wait a minute.
Could he turn the ground into a missile drop kick?
Yeah, that's right, perhaps. Oh, wait a minute. No. Gets out of the way just in time.
Spin kick. Oh, knee to the face. Super kick of his own. Steeler blocks. Oh, a knockout shot.
Shades of fusion line with that palm strike.
Oh, my goodness. He decapitates him with that super kick. He shoots the handle. 1, 2. What a kick at it. 2.
That should have been it.
We have yet to begin to wrestle here tonight, folks.
That kick was good put anybody out. That's a testament to the talent of the premier athlete, Tony Nese.
This is the only action you will see here at Warriors of Wrestling. Non-stop action every time. You will always get your money's worth, whether it be a DVD, a t-shirt, or the wrestling event itself. My goodness, these men are putting their hearts into it. Shot to the face by Steeler. Fires back does Nese. And another by Steeler.
Fighting with whatever they have left after this hellacious match. Both men looking for super kick. Steeler connected with his and damn near took Tony Nese's head off. Oh. Nice shot right there to the mid
shot, indeed. Thunder shots to the back. You can hear it.
It ain't pretty, but it's effective right now. Those shots right there to the back soften him up perhaps. Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness! Whoever falls down first is losing, ladies and gentlemen. He catches him. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh! There it is. The jig and tonic. I can't count it two. Wow. That jig and tonic like maneuver.
And man, not too many people have kicked out of that type of maneuver either. When anytime Tony Nese delivers that, be it in had it been in TNA or Dragon Gate Evolved, guys ain't kicking out of that.
The fans are on their feet here at Staten Island.
This is awesome indeed. And now look at Tony Nese just saying, hey, screw it, I'm just going to try to choke the life out of this guy.
Well, what are you going to do? How do you obviously put Chris Steeler away?
Yeah, that's senior referee.
Apparently it takes two people to do it.
Just choke. He's trying to choke him again.
Chris Levin will not have any of that. And wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Hey, what the?
Dead. Oh, wait a second.
What's he? Referee disqualified. You can't do that.
Oh, he's living out my dream. Wait a minute. Wait, what? What? No! This is... No, I don't agree with this. What? What was that? Oh! Yeah, baby!
That's got to be it.
The cover. 1, 2, 3. Tony Nese was grotesquing just a little too much at the expense of Chris Levin. Chris Levin who just delivered those knife edge shots. What? Where am I? Where am I right now? Chris Steeler got looking to the last son.
This could be it. Wait, no.
Into the turnbuckle. What's that called when you put the front of the shirt over the guy's head? Knee to the face. What's that called? What's the name of that? It's a shirt wedgie. I don't know. Anyway, Tony Nese going up top, looking for that 450 splash.
It's over. No!
Nothing! No water in the pool! Chris Steeler, the left son! He hits it!
That's it. That's gotta be. 1, 2. He got it. Yeah!
There it is! There it is! The bell has rung, ladies and gentlemen! Chris Steeler on the comeback trail!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match, Chris Steeler!
And on behalf of myself and Top Shelf Troy Nelson, we wish you all a good night.
See you next time.
Hey, cut that. I think that right there proved exactly why this is my house. And right there is a statement made for the so-called champs, Team Torment. I will be getting back what's mine.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to this Warriors of Wrestling event. Be sure to check out warriorsofwrestling.com for any other information that your heart desires.